Om Shri Dehi Brahma Bhavedyasmat Tvatkrupartham Vadami Te. By serving the sacred feet of the Guru, a person becomes purified of all sins. Such a purified individual soul ultimately realizes and becomes one with Brahman. Why rush here and there to enjoy the beauty of beautiful objects? Immerse yourself in happiness, in the principle of self. Purify yourself and keep the self in view every moment of our life, of your life. Swami Tapovan Maharaj, search within for bad vasanas, kill them, cultivate good vasanas, get strength and efficiency for this self policing through Namasmarana, constantly remembering Rama. The Dharma Shastras do not address us as a mere woman or man in this life. They view us as jivas, keeping in view the ultimate goal of all jivas. If the wife worships her husband, looking upon him as the Supreme Lord, she does not need to do anything else. Sri Ram is the personification of knowledge, Sita Devi that of peace, Lakshman of dispassion. When one is filled with joy, every day appears new, and if that feeling sustains, it means Panchavati has sprung up in the heart. Panchavati here means faith in the existence of goal, validity of Vedas, teaching of Guru, faith in yourself, and finally faith in effectiveness of spiritual practice given to us by the Guru. Sita Devi is the very personification of Maya. Then how does she get seduced by Maya? It signifies that whenever a jiva withdraws its attention from the Lord and tunes it to some illusory object, the ten-headed Ravana manifests. The jiva gets ensnared by desire or sensual enjoyments experienced through the 10 organs. Sita Devi slipped up just once. Thereafter, her mind remained entered on Sri Ram. In the same way, when we come under the sway of worldly temptations, there is only one remedy: constantly meditate on the Lord. Day and night we see and hear things and fall a prey to the false attractions and temptations of the world. There is only one remedy: to keep the mind constantly on the Lord, who is the master of Maya. One interpretation of Lakshmana Rekha is that even when one commits an act of transgression, one must remain within the limit. Tingle like fire, and so she asked them to offer her some sparks. At this moment, Hanumanji drops down Sri Ram's golden ring. Sita Devi recognized the ring and was very happy that he was indeed Lord's messenger. In Sundarkand, Nirbhara Bhakti, Nirbhara Bhakti is explained. When the slightest desire is not fulfilled, we get frustrated with the Lord. The Lord's love. Sometimes we wonder why we do not feel devotion for the Lord, or why everyone else does not feel so. The reason is because our sins are a stumbling block that prevents us from turning towards the divine. Sri Rama declares that anyone with a pure mind attains him. Sri Ram is God and all of us jivas have become separated from him since long. The Lord waits for the jiva to return, for the jiva is a part of him. Ignorance, desire, pride, and delusion are the causes for the separation from Ishvara. When the jiva realizing its mistake, appears the Lord, approaches the Lord, it is but natural for the Lord to rejoice. There are six principles of seeking refuge unto the attributes and deeds of the Lord and constantly repeat His name with our lips. The seeker of knowledge attains knowledge while the worldly individual achieves material well being. Roadmap to Beatitude. Swami Chinmayananda continued from February issue. Total dispassion. First, Vairagyam Atyantam Anitya Vastushu. Total desirelessness, the world of objects which are anitya, impermanent, which are ephemeral and shadowy. Now it is there, next moment it is not there. It is the world of Einstein, conditioned by name, time, and therefore everything is in a one of flux. No intelligent man will run after things which are not permanent. So don't say that Vairagya is difficult. Do you fall in love with a soap bubble? Thus, everything in the world outside is floating in time, time constantly changing, and therefore everything floating in time must necessarily keep on changing. To hang on to these changing things, thinking that they will permanently be with you, is your hallucination. Give it up, that which is permanent, eternal. Love it, realize it, and go beyond the perception. Timeless, the Lord, God, the supreme state of pure consciousness. God is not that bearded fellow sitting here above the clouds. So don't say God is not there. God is right here, right now, in this state of pure consciousness that enlivens your mind and intellect. Tataha, thereafter, once you have developed and cultivated desirelessness, dropped the desire of to acquire, possess, embrace, indulge, and enjoy the world of objects which are impermanent. Once that detachment has come, dispassion has come, the mind will not run through the sense organs to the sense objects, calmness and sense control. Therefore, Shama and Dama, calmness and sense control follow. The sense organs will not bring these objects to you because your wife died. The philosopher smiles, Beta, did you not know when you married her that this is not permanent? That's alright. Other wives are impermanent, but my wife I thought will be permanent. Though you may strut about on the surface of the globe as a genius, the highest philosopher, the greatest scientists, you have got as much intelligence as that child. So, Atyanta Vairagya comes first. Consequently, the mind no longer runs out, nor do the objects brought by the sense organs create even ripple in your mind. Shamascha Pidamaha, forbearance. Next, we need Titiksha, forbearance, and ability to suffer silently. No complaints. You must accept things as they are. If there is rain, there is rain. Full stop. It is very hot. Yes, it is very hot. Hot. Full stop. That is news for journalists to fill up the blank in the paper. Small disturbances will always be there. Learn to suffer them. It is impossible to apply your mind seriously and consistently to anything if you are worried and disturbed by every little thing. Thus, cultivate titiksha, the ability to suffer the little pinpricks of life silently. Earlier, Shankara said, not only should you suffer silently, but also without any complaints. Going through me by His grace, and I am not expecting any results out of it. The results are inherent in the very joy of doing the right thing. It is being done by His grace. Give up the activity. Where you are in an inspired mood, when you don't know yourself how the work is coming out of you, but you are enjoying every moment of it. Extreme activity floods through you, pure, calm, and clear, without any agitations or disturbances. So, the means by which you can realize that higher truth is not only Vairagya but Atyanta Vairagya. Thereafter come Shama, Dama, and Titiksha. After acquiring these qualities and practicing them for a sufficiently long time, go to the teacher and listen to the Upanishad. Tatas Shrutistan Mananam Satatva Nididhya Dhyanam Chiram Nitya Nirantaram Sukha Samarchati. Thereafter comes hearing, when reflection on what has been heard, and lastly long, constant, and nirvana, a very life. Listen to the Shastra, then go to the book. Go away from the teacher and sit in a quiet place and independently think of what you have heard. Tat Mananam. As a result of hearing and doing Mananam, you have understood that there is a greater state of consciousness which you were till now exiled from, because your entire attention was dissipated in the world of objects, the sensuous world. Now you know that there is something, be realized, contemplate upon that with both the mind and intellect. Satatva Dhyanam. Don't say, Swamiji, I am regularly meditating for the last 2 years, but nothing happened. Nothing will happen. You have to continue the practice for a long period of time. Chiram, not just every Sunday. In me is the self everywhere. That attitude must be maintained throughout the day. It should not be that you are full of ragadvesha, likes and dislikes, eating, destroying others, and bringing sorrows to everybody throughout the day, and then you go and sit down for meditation and chant Hari Om, Hari Om. Only one Atman, one Brahman. All these are Brahman. Don't try to cheat anybody. God knows everything that has been going on in your mind from morning till evening in His consciousness. In fact, it is a vikalpa without thoughts. All thoughts are of objects of the world are dropped off. The only thought that remains is of the subject. A thought is not a thought when there is no object. The mind has turned upon itself. towards the for yourself that makes it work and thus merges into it. So you become a vikalpa, nirvikalpa, thoughtless, parametya vidwan. That wise man reaches the supreme. When the thoughts have ended, you awake to that state of pure consciousness. Right now, here, ihaiva, he, nirvana, sukham, samruchati. Vana means flame, nirvana means flameless. It is metaphorical language. When the flames of thoughts have ended, died down, you become thoughtless, one with your own self, existence, consciousness, bliss. These two verses together indicate the means of realizing the truth. This is the roadmap. First, cultivate Atyanta Vairagya, not just Vairagya. For instance, you got angry with your family and came here. That is not Vairagya. At the end of the week, you phone them. At the end of second week, you file fax. Third week, you are back home again. Vairagya gone. You justify whatever Swamiji says. No, blood is thicker than water. Thereafter develops Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha and egolessness. Then study the scriptures and hear the exposition by the teacher. Follow it up with Mananam, finally in Dhyana. Turn your attention entirely and exclusively to Brahman when there are no objects. You become thoughtless, nirvikalpa, and come to experience that infinite bliss. Supreme truth here itself while you are still alive. All the anxieties and worries vanish and you reach that state of supreme bliss, Nirvana Sukham. Swami Swarupananda, who you are, an article by Pramukh Swami, Pujya Swami Swarupananda ji. In Bhajagovindam, Bhagavan Shankaracharya dissects life to probe deep within and look at what lies inside us, to decipher the suffering, pain, agonies, or even the horror of the world around us. The Acharya is not criticizing us or being cynical. He is just making us aware of the cause of our sorrows, frustrations, lack of confidence and inhibitions. He also gives us the solution to our problems. Medication for our maladies. Adi Shankaracharya points out that the foundation of our delusions is a lack of correct thinking. These misconceptions lead us to hold erroneous attitudes, develop harmful relationships, and perform wrong actions which lead to damaging relations and consequent regret. The great Acharya gives us an antidote to the maladies of life. So to that which cause disease in life. Govindam bhaja Govindam, Govindam bhaja Mudamate. Who is your wife? Who is your son? Extremely strange is this samsara. Of whom are you? From where have you come, O brother? Inquire into the reality, inquire into the truth. Stop worrying about things that are temporary and changing. Turn your mind towards that which is permanent. Inquire now, not after death, about the true nature of our existence. Who is your wife? Who is your son or daughter? This world of our experience is extremely unique. samsaro yamativa vichitra. Have you inquired into this? Where do we come from? Have you ever questioned your original beyond your immediate parents? Inquire. Here and now. Rarely do we embark on such a deep inquiry. We are preoccupied with mundane concerns without each other. However, during the lockdown, everyone realized that a little distance made the heart grow fonder. We become mentally dependent, and the true purpose of marriage and commitment is frequently misunderstood. When I address audiences and ask about the purpose for which they got married, I often notice a mix of reactions, laughter, snickering, and a little shying away from answering this question. Snickering. How frequently do we inquire about the true purpose of mighty trees cannot grow in each other's shadow? True togetherness does not mean clinging to each other. It is attuning to each other, freeing ourselves of likes, dislikes, and prejudices, and fostering a shared love for the family. This is about creating a sense of togetherness without suffocating each other with excessive attachment. Relationships need a delicate balance. Some couples declare that they can't live without each other, others proclaim that they can't live with each other. To be continued. Hari Om. Shri Chinmay Sadgurave Namaha. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Chinmay Sadgurave Namaha. Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai.